Hola amigos, this is Señor Jefe helping you navigate the EdTech world. Well, here we are with another video, and I have another website for you. And this one is going to be about a website called Padlet. Now, you may have heard about this before, but Padlet is really, there's such a variety of things that you can do with it. So it's Padlet, Padlet.com, and look at that, I have caps lock on. Padlet.com. Now I'm signed in, and so this is what it looks like when you've signed in. This is kind of your dashboard, but what I'd like to do is go ahead and log out so that you can see what it might look like at the very beginning. So let's try this again, padlet.com, not co. Let's try this again. Okay, Padlet.com, here we go. Now, this is, like I said, this is a really useful site. You can have different things, and the idea behind Padlet, it's kind of like a wiki. A wiki is basically anything that, or is a website where anyone can come on and edit. And so that's the idea behind this, and I'm guessing you can kind of already understand what might be the uses of this. I like to use this during lessons to help just engage the class. Say, for example, if we're, and here, actually, let me show you an example. So first, let me log in. And so we're going to log in, and I'm going to show you what I was doing with my students, in fact, yesterday in our computer tech class. And I basically had all of our class engaged in creating a timeline for computers. And it was great because the students went to go do research, and then they were able to basically report back on that research by posting onto this Padlet that I had created. Let's make sure, there we go. So here's computing timeline. Let me show you exactly what that was. So this is what we made, and they're relatively easy to set up. And I teach Chinese students, and so some wrote in Chinese, but this is basically, so this is all of my students' work. They each posted something here on this timeline about computers. And it was great to be able to engage and not just me talk to the students, but they were able to do some of this work, and then we get to look at it together and say, wow, look at what we've created. So let's go back to the dashboard. I'm going to show you how to make this, and so you're going to click Make a Padlet, and they have a bunch of different kinds that you can do. Now, they don't have to be like a wiki type thing. You can just create everything, and then the students can go on and click on links that you've put on or videos and things like that. So there are these different kinds. Like I said, I did a timeline, but for example, let's look at this wall and kind of set this up. So it starts you off with being able to edit what you want. So here you can put in a title. For example, maybe I'm gonna, I know in the future we're gonna talk about Microsoft Word. So let's say tips for Microsoft Word. That's something that we're going to cover in the future in my class. Okay, and then just make a quick little description. Use this Padlet to find lots of tips and tricks for being more productive with Microsoft Word. Okay, and you can put an icon here, which you can kind of choose your own. They have a bunch of different emojis, or you can add your own. And say, for example, just so you can kind of see what happens, let's go ahead and choose just a quick smiley face. Changes the icon right here, changes the icon right here as well. And then also, this is the address to the Padlet. If you want to change that, you can change that just, as long as it's not taken. So you can put in, for example, MS Word or something like that, and then it should be able to change that. So then you can change your wallpaper. A wallpaper is just the stuff in the background. Maybe you want to change it to a solid color. Blue is kind of the Microsoft Word color, right? And so that, maybe we'll choose that. We can have a light or a dark color scheme if we want. We can change the different font. You can make sure that if anyone posts on it, then they have to have a name, which is helpful because what you can do is you can actually grade the posts if you want. So that's kind of nice too. Now this is a little specific to this particular thing. If they create a new post, is it going to be first or is it going to be last in the order of posts that they have? You can allow comments, reactions, and this reactions is where you can grade. For example, if you want this to be kind of an assignment or a grading tool, you can say, hey, post with these requirements, and then you can give them a number score with how they did, so that if they didn't meet those requirements, then they can go back and change that. You can require approval and then also filter profanity, which is nice. So let's just go ahead and move forward with what we have right now, because I want to make sure that to show you where or, how to change it and set it up so that students can post onto it. So for example, let's start posting. So I can post anything I want. Maybe I'm going to say shortcut, let's say, keyboard shortcuts for my MS Word, right? And then maybe I'm gonna either post a list of different things that, maybe control, where'd it go? There it goes. Well, it's not showing. There we go. Control plus S equals to save the document, and I can post a whole list of things like that, okay? And then if I want, I can upload or link things, which is nice because you can ask the students to do that if you want to. Now, when we come up here to the this settings, we're going to basically make this available, or sorry, not settings, we're going to go to share. We're going to make this available so that anyone can post on here, because right now you can either invite your students via a username, their Padlet username, or an email, or you can just make it public for everyone to be able to add to it. So it says visitors can write. If you change privacy, you can keep it secret or you can make it public, and then you change right here if they can write. For example, it explains right here what you need to do, or if they can just full on edit anything that they want. So you decide how you want that to be made. Once again, here's secret, public, and then you can keep it a private or password. So I really, really enjoy this setup. Once again, this is free. This is something that really helps to engage students. Not, instead of just having them sit back and kind of sponge up the information, they are doing something, and I love that. I love that. So, and I think that's one of the greatest things about, or one of the really great benefits of tech, of ed tech, is engaging students. Because what I've seen in my classroom is that students love to be on the computer. I actually took a survey once, and the survey said that the students would rather take a computer or a test on the computer versus a paper and pencil test. And it's like one sample, right? That's not necessarily generalizable to everybody, but just interesting how something as such a negative connotation as a test makes it just a tiny bit better to have it on a computer. For the students. Anyways, use this. I love it. I hope you love it too, and I hope you find uses for it. Please let me know if you have any questions, more questions about Padlet. Happy to help you, and I'm here to serve you. Please let me know. Okay, give me comments, questions, ask questions down below, and we will see you guys later.